Alright, so last episode, I was actually doing a little bit of compression of the Left 4 Dead video I was doing before, and this time I'm not going to be doing that. Obviously, ToME slows down a whole lot if there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the background, so I won't be doing that further from now. So let's see here. Last time, Dave and Fuchs have read the first chapter of the lore from Elvala in the Shaloran capital. But I think before we go into reading any more lore, we're just going to jump into Davy and Archer here, and we'll play him. And I'll just quickly show off the second dungeon that the Thaloran get in their starting area. There's 4 starting areas that you get right off the back, and then as you unlock the Archmage class and other classes, as well as the other races, you get more starting areas to go with. But for now, we're just going to move over here. And here's the other one over here, the other starting area. I just want to quickly look here. My character has not very much gold. He's not, rich or anything, so I can't buy another one of the chapters from the Shaloran. So spell hunt. This is an anti-magic item. It doesn't work too well with my runes, so too bad for that. But maybe it'll be worth keeping. Anyways, here's the second one. It's the Heart of Gloom, second dungeon. Now, how it usually works is the first dungeons that you enter are usually easier to beat than the second one, so this will be a little bit tougher. And we've already got ourselves an escort quest. Okay, lead on, I'll protect you. And this is already bad off the bat for her. Let's see here, what's the most dangerous thing? This guy? Deformed direwolf? I guess he's the most dangerous, so we'll go after him. Can I get this guy? Yeah, I can hit this guy. Yes, I know he's to the west. And boy, they're coming from all directions here. So these guys are actually doing stuff. They're using like this agony and other stuff to make my day just suck. Not too great, but oh well. We want to kill this direwolf quickly, I think. So we're going to do steady shot on him. And I don't think we're going to be able to protect this alchemist. It's just not a situation to protect her in. I'll try to protect her for a little bit, I guess, just to see how I do. Shoot you. Kill you. I'll hit you with this. And this is probably a good time to use the Wild Infusion to, start just protecting myself. I'll use Raft of the Woods. Just to, increase my damage and protect myself further. I don't seem to have any sort of a healing infusion at the moment, so that's kind of a, better be careful there. We'll use this. Meant to click that. Well, let's just 4. So on cooldown. Yeah, this one. Boom. That guy's dead. Shoot you. I'm gonna disengage, I think, just because these guys are all really close, and I just need to back off. I don't know if she's gonna die or not, but I'm just not in position to keep fighting all this stuff at once, so. This is a more difficult dungeon, as I said, just because it's the second, tier dungeon for the Thaloran. And we need to reload. Well, she died as I suspected she would. Just gonna back off. Back off. Kill you. Kill you. We're going to start reloading. And let's run. This sucks for her because it was just a bad spot to fight all these monsters at once. Dark tendrils of some sort. So the target's pinned to the ground. I'm pinned. I can't move. Well, let's just rest. Something to the east. Can I rest now? There's something to the southeast. Can I rest now? What's pinning me into the ground now? Whatever. So everything's now dead. That's just the opening entrance to the Heart of Gloom. Bit of a difficulty there, but whatever. I'll explore. There is a ladder to the next level there. Poison ivy. And pinned. Looks like these poison ivy have some sort of pinning attack on me, which is kind of annoying. Let's shoot this. Will that pin me? Whoops, there's another one. Or maybe it's the same one. Reload. Due north, there's a deformed gray rat. So the background of this dungeon is that after Spellblaze, everything here became deformed and wretched, and then there's all these problems because of it. Something to the south. Do. There's where she was supposed to go. Alright, let's go to the next level. What have I got here? We've got ourselves the Warrior's Regeneration Rune. That would be very beneficial to use just because I don't have any sort of regeneration, as I just noticed, so we're going to keep this. Phase Door Rune. We keep this just to look at. The Thought Forge Iron War Axe Corrosion, don't care. That's just, you know, a melee weapon. I'm going to Archer. I can't wear Iron Plate. So yeah, we'll get rid of all this. Shoot you right away. And let's go into my inventory then. So we got this Warrior Regeneration Rune. Down here we got the Phase Door Rune. This Phase Door Rune, it lets me randomly teleport within a range of 6. Afterwards, you stay out of phase for 3 turns. Compared to this one, this is range of 5. I wonder what the... yeah, it's just not anywhere better than that one, so won't worry about this. We'll just transfigure it. This I want to keep. If I use it... You have to replace, you know, one of these right here. Where's regeneration? So I did have regeneration somewhere. So there's regeneration. That'll be good to have around when I need it. Wish I had that, known I had that, but whatever. Onward. Something to the south. Archer's okay, but I really am not too interested in this sort of playstyle just sort of imitates. Let's do this, and this while I reload. We'll do this. What is this? The spell hunt remnants. These once brilliant, blah blah blah. I guess that's, I don't know why it's there. Just move that off. And we'll just wait here a couple times while I get beaten up. Now regeneration rune's kicking in pretty well. Am I not reloading? Okay, I got a little bit of ammo. Let's hit him with steady shot. And we'll start burning him. And let's reload. Do this again. Okay, so this guy's actually rare. That's why he's getting beaten up so bad. Poly-dad human deformed white wolf. Large muscular wolf. I'm just gonna back off. Back off. Ooh. Back off completely. I'm just gonna flee. I don't care about that. So there's an example of, you know, me having to flee. Completely underestimated how much damage that thing was doing. Now, here's one of the bad things that I don't really like about this game. You can basically come back and there's like nothing happen. Kind of doesn't make sense. Craft the woods, do this, and we'll do this, this. Here's an example of a confusion effect. Confused by the gloom, have a 50% chance of being unable to perform complex action. This move uses more use infusions, the longer you will take recharge. Agony, I'm arriving in agony, so I take more damage. Let's do this. I want to make sure I kill this rare once and for all, so there we go. Finally down. Kill the bunny rabbit. And we got some lore. Awesome. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to switch my voice and I'll be right back. And stuff I know about me using these voices, I'm going to try and be a little bit more careful with them. I'm probably going to stick to like only one type of voice for the lore from now on, just because it doesn't really sound too nice to constantly have different voices all the time. I didn't think. For like the voices of like little characters I find on the way, I can use different voices because it's not small. But for long excerpts of text like this, I usually just one voice.
Alright. Spell Hunter's Guide Part 3: How to Kill a Magic User. When a magic user is captured, they must be slain, and slain fast. Captivity is too great a risk. Preferably they should be killed in a way that utterly removes any means for the body to recover from arcane forces. Remember that coming back from the dead is no alien feat to these abominations. Beheading is simple and effective, especially in a hurry, but ideally their other limbs should be removed too and sealed in a separate metal case wrapped in willow bark. Devouring by animals is sometimes used, but is not advised, as it can at very least cause severe diarrhea to animals, and at the worst can leave you facing a pack of fire-breathing hellhounds corrupted by mana-wielding aura. Freezing is ineffective, and no magic user can ever be frozen to death, in spite of what rumors you may have heard. Anyone you have heard of that has frozen to death was either not a mage or was pretending. Burning is popular amongst the less educated towns, but typically no witch or wizard of power would ever allow themselves to be caught, bound, and put to a stake without finding means of escape. Simply putting together the necessary firewood takes too long, even if stocked in advance. Usually those executed in this manner are magic sympathizers rather than true magic users. While strictly speaking, this does not carry the penalty of death, it does well to set an example for others and to warn arcane users to stay away from the community. The best method, if time is trials, is to very slowly slice the casters to death. One should have them securely bound in a single room, with willow bark or beech wood around their wrists and cranium. One should start by slowly slicing off their toes, fingers, and outer extremities before slicing through all the limbs and finally the torso. Do not cut open the skull in case resident demons escape. The head should be put into a metal box and incinerated for 24 hours with the rest of the remains. Extreme sharp instruments are needed for the job, and do not be surprised if they need resharpened several times during the process, as a typical warlock's trick to harden their bones before the procedure as a final act of spite.
Alright, so there was a little bit of lore found from the Spellhunter's Guide. The lore is actually really interesting in this game, and some of the other stuff is interesting too. Shoot. And I'm getting ganged up on here. I should deal with this bear. I missed him, I think. Yep, I got confused. Let's do this. Oh, does this like take a turn? Usually speed is 1 turn, so this stuff is instant. This one takes a turn. This takes a turn. We'll beat you up. Just bleed those guys to death just to finish them off. Whoops, I disengaged from him. But that's good to know, you can disengage away even if they're not exactly lined up perfectly. He's to the south. Kill you. Reload. There's something in the north. Ow. Boom. 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 I'm actually going to switch these ones around. Or actually, you know what? I'm actually going to put this over here and this right here, because I'm not really using disengage so much that I need to have it hotkeyed. Sure, wasted a shot there. Alright, we're going to go to the final level, and this is where we'll find our boss. Pair of iron boots. I think I'll keep my current ones just because they look better. I'll train speed all that. There's a bunny, but I don't really care about wasting arrows on it. The whirring thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly look. Here's the boss, the whirring thing. It's a canine. This deformed beast might have been a wolf before, but now it's just terrible. It's the boss. It's pretty dangerous. And it's at maximum range. I don't think I can hit it from maximum range, can I? No, so I have to get closer. And I am going to do what with this guy? We're gonna wait. I'm going to quickly use Raft of the Woods, and I'll start penetrating him with this. And he's right next to me. I think he did, that's blindside. That's basically a cursed trick, which lets him jump right next to you. Basically, is what it works. How it works. We'll do this right away. I'm going to hit you with this. He also summons shadows quite a bit too, which are kind of deadly and annoying. Do this. I'm seeming to be taking him out pretty well though. I want to do what now? We'll do this right now. We need to reload. And not enough ammo. Ooh, that hurt. And I lost my toolbar again. Alright, we got him. So, that was a little bit of a difficult fight. So, the Withering Orbs, this obstinate orb stared at you with deadly knowledge, undeceived by your vanities and pretenses. They have lived and died through horrors you could never imagine, and now they lie strung in black cords, walking every twitch of the shadows. If you close your eyes a moment, you can almost imagine what the dread face can see. Okay, so that leveled us. Let's go invest in our talent tree a little bit. So this only increases the physical power of like weapons, so it's kind of useless to me. Other stuff though, it's not too shabby. I want to look at my combat techniques though the most. Specifically, bow mastery is something I want to pick up for like reload if I stick with the archery all that long. Piercing arrow lets me pierce through multiple targets. That can be useful if there's like multiple targets I want to hit. That's also useful. Eye shot would be useful. And actually, I don't really need the sling, so I can take this out now and put this somewhere else. This is one of the benefits of skill training. You can take it out if you don't want something anymore in ToME. And you want to use it on the archer because they start with slings and bows. Crippling shot. You fire crippling shot, reducing target speed. Pinning shot will pin them. Okay, we're gonna want to raise dexterity quite a bit. I'll leave it to 28, and I'll put the rest in the con. I have a bad habit of not training when I should. Let's see your aim. You enter a calm, focused stance, increasing your physical power. This is actually not as bad as it sounds. This one right here, I've heard. So I'm actually gonna get pinning shot. Basically, stand and fire, and if that's what you want to do, you can do it. Look at crippling shot. I'll get that when I get to level 8. Steady shot will do damage. Rapid shot, you switch to a fluid and fast battle stance, increase your firing speed by 13%, but you lose accuracy. Let's get bow mastery a little bit. I'll pick up piercing shot just in case there's something I want to shoot that's behind something, I guess. And put up with the rest in aim. Alright, over here in the generic points. So Wrath of the Woods is actually okay, but it's based on willpower, so it won't always work too well. This other stuff, I guess we just want disengage to be as high as possible right away. I have like no clue how to train any of these characters, so I'm just guessing at what I should be doing. Anyways, we killed the boss, so let's go look around. Let's do this. Hit him. Reload. Oh, there's a Phoenix fly trap over here. And I'm pinned! Who knew? I can't seem to hit that one over there, sadly. Yep, rats are coming. Hit you, hit you, hit you, hit you. Boom, boom, boom. This reloading deal is kind of annoying for this character. It helps that you can rest and get rid of it, but it's still not too fun in my eyes. Kill them. Get closer. There's more shadows. So this guy looks to be a guy who can cast shadows. Call shadows right there. So you can look at him, gloom, jester, pain, call shadows, and this is what he does. You can examine these guys fair if you want to, just to have a look at them. So, you know, you can look at all this and try and guess what they're going to do on you. I can fire pretty far, but not far enough. So we'll move closer. Let me get closer to me. Oops, I hit the shadow. Shadow's gonna be kind of annoying, but I'm gonna do this. I just picked up a whole slew of stuff here. Let's move this over here. And I lost it. Okay, where can I look at my infusions and such, I wonder. Here we go. So what I want is regeneration down here. There we go. I'll move you back a little bit. Move over here. There we go, a bunch of stuff. Aim. I'll move aim this back over here. This is something I want to turn on and off. Or actually move it over here, sort of. Do this stuff here. Alright, I don't think that wolf is close. Oh, it is close enough. Say fire. Hit the burning arrow. I'll hit him with the steady shot. I actually killed the shadow because it got in the way on me. Crippling shot will slow him down, so we'll do that. Do this. I'll do piercing arrow and hit them both. And I killed the sick fox in the way. And now we got this stupid guy in the way now. We'll just reload. Get a couple arrows. I'll hit the shadow twice. So this guy's running away is the thing he's doing here. Bah. It's taking up stamina to keep firing at this guy. Okay, we'll go with this. And kill the shadow again. Okay, we got him. And I got myself a little item here to be as railless. And rings can have magical properties. Now it used to be that you could use this scrying orb to find out what you've got, but for some reason it just automatically does it now. So whatever. These gloves, this is jewelry. It changes stats. I get +2 cunning from it. Changes resistances. I grant telepathy with humanoid and orc. And maximum stamina is +10. It's not a bad thing, I guess, so I guess we'll keep it. So, move to normal inventory. I won't do anything else with it. These warding orbs, they damage when the wearer hits melee, and damage when the wearer hits ranged. I guess you do more damage with them when you have them on. You see invisible, you see stealth, blind fight. This item allows the wearer to attack unseen targets without any penalties. Yeah, I want to put this on. So wield. So I guess that's a hat. I don't need you anymore then. Belt of Recklessness. I don't have a belt anyway, so I'll just put it on. That basically, this gives me a little bit more defense. Copper ammo with willpower, +3 will. Will help me with, I had something on apparently. Grounding copper of strength. So will versus strength. This has more stuff, never mind. And we'll just get rid of you. And you guys. I'm not sure if selling stuff will actually have better results than transfiguring. I should find that out soon, just if I'm going to bother with trying to get stuff. Active infusion to heal yourself 120 life. It affects skill if you cost that. This is versus this one over here, the regeneration. Oh, this skills is strength. This skills is con. I guess they're both good. I'm going to hold on to both of these, I guess. So move to normal inventory. Steel Ring of Lightning. That's worth keeping, actually. Though nothing really uses it, so never mind. Transfinger. Alright, that's enough. We'll just keep pushing on. There's a fly trap. I guess that's it. So that's it for this dungeon. We'll just do Rod of Recall. Quickly get out. I'll transfer all this stuff. I'm like at 99% experience, so I've almost leveled again. Amazingly enough. Alright, how am I doing with my monies and all that? Is this my gold bag, perhaps? So I only have 88 gold, maybe? I could probably sell this to get more money if I want. Might be a good idea. I don't know if I'm going to use that. You know what? I should think about these gloves too. I need to replace this rune with my face door rune because I don't think I'll use that. So let's go here. We use this. I can't use my world map. Okay, we'll just go in here quickly. Kind of stupid how I have to go back into a dungeon just to use a stupid thing like that. Maybe going to a town will work too. Maybe test that out. But for now, it's just saving. Okay, we're going to use you. I'm going to replace the face door rune. And this will actually let the, what do you call it? The mage hunters, like, dislike me now. They're not going to go after me. And I can put on these gloves and be done with those. So, do this. I'm going to sell you guys. And we'll transfer you. And this is going to go back on because I don't know why I took it off. Because it's an amulet. Okay, so this is an amulet, so take rid of that. And that got me just over 100 gold. Okay, so I can go down and get myself some lore with this guy. And then we'll jump on my Berserker and read a little bit of lore and possibly do some stuff with him too. I'm thinking that these characters, they are throwawayable. So I may try and do some reckless stuff with them. Now that I've like shown you more or less the world, I'll maybe go a little bit more reckless and maybe try and get the cursed character, which is killing the lumberjack in the lumberjack village. Maybe go attack the adventurous pirate, stuff like that as well. And yeah, I'll just go out here. So, how to get out? I'm stuck. There we go. Whoa, adventure party. Guess we're gonna go another way. There's that mage. There's another adventure party. And here we are at the Shaloran capital of Elva. And we got a loading screen. Hooray! Now, well, let's just go up here. I'm actually noticing a time again. I might actually cut the video after I do this little reading here, so you won't go much further in that. So in here, I've already read the Fateful Encounter, so let's go with the Night to Remember next. And I'll get into character. Let's see here.
The Spellblaze Chronicles 2, A Night to Remember. From the Memoirs of Maj'Eyal, leader of the Grand Council of Elva. Chapter 2, A Night to Remember. It was 3 nights later I woke in darkness from troubled dream to find my window open, the silk drapes billowing in the breeze. As my eyes adjusted to the light, I saw Leonie stood at the foot of my bed, a thin azure dress clinging to her skin in the chill night air. Around her was a cashmere belt, incensed with opals and woven with pale runes, and gold jewelry adorned her neck and wrists. A long staff rested lightly in her hands, rubies glistened in her decorated top. Her red hair stirred in the wind as she gazed at me. "What are you doing here?" I inquired. I did not bother asking how she managed to sneak into my bedchamber, past many guards. I knew that no less than a council member would be able to divine her presence when she put her mind to illusion. She looked at me slowly for a moment before turning her eyes to the rest of the room, analyzing my personal space in detail. "There be a band of orcs brawling in the north," she said in a distracted tone. She picked an ornamental dagger from the shelf and looked it over as she spoke. "They look like a cause trouble for some outlying elven settlements." "I will summon a raiding party at once," I said, rising quickly from my bed, unheeding of modesty. "Oh, how boring," she complained, putting the dagger down and spinning to face me. "What of a promise she made to hunt orcs together?" "What, just 2 of us?" "Aye," she said, looking my unclad form up and down from slow gaze, seeming to take delight in the sight. "Or are ye not men enough?" A strange question to ask an elf, my lady, but I can take this band of orcs myself, I'm sure. If you wish to tag along, then I cannot promise to keep you safe." She laughed then, and the sound was like ring crystal. "Very well then. Get ye your steel stick, and we shall see who holds their own best." I agreed with a smile and went to my armory, and shoved on metal greaves and a chain hauberk, my breastplate and steel gauntlets. Leonie tutted in surly impatience. "Must she wear that tin suit?" "It is my battle gear," said I, pulling on my visored helmet and wrapping a thick cloak around my shoulders. "Ye look like a golem," she muttered, visibly annoyed. "Come then, I grow bored." She leapt out the window, taking to the air with grace, flying away in the night. I took down my greatsword from its hanging. It was simple looking blade, adorned only with a heavy moonstone on its pommel, but its looks bellowed its power, for it was forged by dwarves in their early years, before vanity overcame their works and their weapons became more for show than for battle. It had an edge that clove through steel and bone through ease, without ever dulling the blade. Mooncutter it is called, though it is lost to me now. I gave it a swing through the air before leaping out the window myself, conjuring a cushion of air beneath me and falling swiftly by Leonie. With rapid pace we flew through the scattered clouds in silence for 20 minutes before Leonie began to descend. I could see nestled from some low hills were the flames of campfires, and we were close. The sound of orcish chanting became clear. "How shall we approach them?" I called out, wondering what tactics the sorceress would want to employ. "Directly," she said, and with that she made a sudden burst of speed, coming right above the orcish camp and ascending into the mist. With a curse I sped after her, landing by her side, and drawing Mooncutter as orcs rose in fury and alarm. Grabbing up their weapons, as a ring of dark swords and spears and halberds gathered round us, Leonie turned to me with a loud smile. "Time to dance." She shot forth a ray of purple arcane energy from her right hand, whilst her left hand up her staff, its tip blazing like a torch. Flames leapt up in tandem from my own blade, as I rose it high and swept before me in a wide dark, cutting down the nearest brute and sending a shockwave of fire into the troop behind it. I pressed forward and pulled back the orcs before me with a roaring hot wind. Their weapons dropped from their hands as they reached up to cover their face, and with a grin of satisfaction I rushed to hew their heads off. But as I swung my blade, I was knocked to the ground from behind I blasted the fire and turned around and I saw Luna standing in a pillar of flame, her arms outstretched as it expanded around her. "Too hot for ye, Aaron," she called out as orcs nearby were fried to his crisps, their flesh rooting into black dust. I grunted and turned my blade into ice, and with death sword strokes went streams of freezing cold into the orcs around her, so that they shattered like glass before the fire ever hit them. Then Ali cursed my name as she dropped the flames from about her. "Don't ruin my fun," she exclaimed, before teleporting to the other side of the camp and beginning to blast the orcs there. I laughed and turned on the beast nearest me, brought donuts to the earth with each swing, so that they lost their footing and fell to the ground before my sword found their throats. Then I conjured a mighty spark of lightning, spearing it through the descent ranks, and I rushed down its glowing length, hewing down the monster before they could react. I laughed again with the fey heat of battle, and I discarded my helm and tore off my plate mail, taking joy from moving above the field with ease and slaughtering my inferior foes. Mooncutter danced through their flesh, and her dark blood gushed and fountained with joy of freedom. On the far side of the camp, explosions marked lines of passage, and I saw burning limbs flying in the air and streaks of fire tearing through the night. The sorceress was wreathed in flame, her eyes shining, and the dancing blaze about her made her look like a nymph on fire incarnate. No more beautiful and awe-inspiring a sight had I ever beheld. Seeing their numbers quickly dwindling, the orcs began to flee, but I faced to block their retreat and called forth a wave of water, forcing them back against Luna's flames. There against the wall of fire I dashed them, and a great number of them fell like leaves scattered in the wind. Blood spilled thick and plentiful, and with but a few more thrusts of Mooncutter and blasts from Luna's hand about was over. Not a single orc still moved, and well over 400 lay dead on the ground. Lunali and I stood facing each other, panting with sudden exhaustion as the adrenaline of the fight left us. "I lost count," I said between breaths, "of who soon more." She grinned coyly at me, sweat trickling down her face. Minor cuts and burns left her robes in tatters, with one shoulder straps hanging loose. Her glistening chest heaved up and down with each breath, and her deep eyes looked at me with naked intensity. She strode forward then, and grabbing me roughly by the hauberk, she pulled my lips to hers. The kiss was hot and fierce, and she bit my lower lip. The curse of blood and battle came back to me afresh. I kissed her again and grabbed her body, pulling her tight to me, our lips locked. She tore lustily at my remaining armor, flinging it to the ground, and slid off her silken clothes. So we were left bare beneath the stars. Then against a rocky outcrop we pressed against each other, still gasping and slammed from a fight. There, where a blazing passion, fresh meat flesh, and our hot moans rose in a cold night sky.
Sorry for the pause there, but I just want to make sure I had the right setting. I found it that not only have I done it once, but I've done it twice now where I've forgotten to turn the settings back off, so you're not hearing my normal voice, you're hearing like the other voice I had in present. So at this point, we've learned a little bit about Lunali and the Elven Guard that accompanies, I guess, as the general of this place. I don't know what the next story will unfold, but for now, this has been about 40 minutes again, so that's good enough to say enough is enough. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and then we'll go from there.